Hello everyone, this is Jasmine here. This is my second attempt at the live video. I'm right now in my room because I just had an appointment in PropNex office, so this is my little room over here. I will be sharing 3 tips today on how 3 words that keep on appearing whenever I'm on the field with my colleagues. And I actually had some feedback also from my own consumers. So today I will be going through 3 of it. So quickly to show you, one of the keywords that people has always been repeating in a sales speech with our clients is thank you for your time. I keep hearing our colleagues say this. So one day, one client come and tell me this, Jasmine, the phrase doesn't sound very good. So my client actually corrected me. He says, oh, the way you say is like I am very dependent on them for the appointment. So it makes the consultancy role unbalanced. So it is a habit for some of us to do. So it's actually if let's say if they actually buy from me, right, ultimately the clients who buy the property from us should actually benefit from us. So try to avoid saying this word, thank you for your time. You tend to also say this as you get off the phone. So what should you say instead? Let me quickly reverse this. So you actually should be saying, thank you, was this actually helpful to you? And then you move on to your next appointment. So this is the first tip for how to overcome thank you for your time. Now the next phrase that people are always talking about, and it keeps repeating, it's actually, when I was a consumer, it's actually really irritating, is if I am a buyer and I meet an agent who tells me this, do you actually have a budget for this? And are you the decision maker? If I have the budget for this, or I don't have, the consumer might actually feel very offended. If he is not the decision maker, there will be an awkward pause over there. So what should you actually be doing? You should actually be, let me show you my board over here. Now, you're actually giving them an easy way out, If they just want to listen more of you, they will actually just say yes, even though they don't understand whether they actually have the money yet to buy that property. They will just say yes because they want to hear and reap out more from you. But if they want to brush you off, it's very easy. You're actually giving them an opening to say no. And there you are, the door is slammed on your face, and you actually cannot continue with the particular potential client. So let me show you the third one that we always see is, I don't want to waste your time. And to be honest with you, trust me, these 3 phrases keeps happening especially in show flat, where you tend to meet customers who are strangers to you. Then you are actually, so many times we actually see clients and we realize that they don't have the budget, or they are not a good fit for that particular property. Then what should you do? Do you actually dead end them, meaning that you shut the door on them? It is not a good fit at this point in time for your property. It doesn't mean it's a good fit. It is not a good fit for the future. You can continue to keep the lead warm still. It shouldn't affect your ability to service the client. You should continue to add value to the client. How? You spend some time with them over coffee, find out more, and try to guide them through where they are in their phase of life. Maybe work out some calculations for them that they didn't realize it before the appointment, and after your appointment with them, they realized it. For example, that they have to set aside cash to pay for additional buyer's stamp duty or the stamp duty payment when they buy any new launches, because the CPF monies may not be in time to come out to pay for that portion, and they'll go, oh, thank you, Jasmine, for sharing this with me, because I didn't know I need to set aside such monies. So another one, to be honest with you, this phrase, what will you think as a consumer when you say this? When you say, to be honest with you, straight away it's inside your head. The consumer will think, you mean whatever you said before this was all a lie? You actually are planting this kind of seeds into the consumer's head, and he actually will doubt. Now, how I know that this happens is because yesterday a colleague shared with me after her viewings that the client had been hearing such words in the show flat with a tagger, and the client actually turned to my colleague and asked her, "Hey, what she say correct or not? Huh? How come I don't feel that she's correct." She actually walked away with the impression that whatever that was told before this word, to be honest with you, was not true. And that actually can bring about to a poor closing. That means you take longer to warm up that lead, even longer to win back the trust of that particular prospect that you're dealing with. The third phase, trust me. Asking for trust doesn't work, my clients tell me it's better to actually don't say the word trust me. Just stop saying it. You should actually be getting their trust by showing it through by actions, doing actions that emulate them to trust you. So stop doing this phrase. If you find that you have this bad habit, you have to work on it and try to overcome this particular phrase. If you can, just try it. Okay, so remember, another word to stop saying is, don't ask these questions at all about, do you actually have the budget for this? Because you are actually not doing ourselves a favor as salesperson. So anyway, I'll be on to my next appointment, so I'll catch up with you again. See you later.